so I got this headband on to pull my hair out of my face. The bob is really making me feel like, you know, hey, what's up? So today, y'all, I'm literally gonna be doing my makeup and just recording per usual to get ready with me, with E. If you guys missed out on my everyday makeup routine, I actually filmed that for you guys and posted it already. I've been doing so good with the uploads. Crazy enough, I just noticed like I've been uploading every day. And I don't need y'all to get used to that. Yeah, I was saying if you want to basically understand my process of how I put on my makeup, definitely check out my everyday makeup routine. I'm also on TikTok and Reels on my Instagram. I be popping with them. So this will definitely be in a reel. If you want to support your girl, follow me on TikTok at MissErinYvette. I'm actually not going to be going in with my typical like blush routine today. I don't know why, but I'm really not feeling it today. But anyway, DaBaby child, it seemed like a lot of people are confused as to why brands and businesses no longer want to work with DaBaby. And, you know, I feel like it started out being a really, in my opinion, ignorant comment to make. But I know nobody likes to acknowledge it, but let's acknowledge it, guys. People say ignorant things all the time. The difference between him saying how he feels, the reason why it was messed up is because, yeah, we probably already knew that DaBaby was homophobic before he got on that stage. It's the fact that you decided to use that stage and that event and state your opinion that honestly I don't think anybody asked for. You know what I'm saying? And I saw some people making comments about like, oh, well, Jamaican parties, and at Jamaican parties they do this and they announce it like that. First of all, I didn't know DaBaby. I didn't know DaBaby was Jamaican. I haven't been to a Jamaican party in a minute, okay? But when I went, it was a whole bunch of stuff going on that I felt like wasn't targeted to me. However, time and place. You're at a whole festival. Mind you, you're a whole celebrity, an international celebrity at that, where you have people who listen to your music, who purchase your music, who may relate and qualify in those categories that you're, you know, talking about. And I'm not even going to go into specific detail, but I just felt like the whole conversation was just tasteless. Typical, I saw a lot of black women in the comments on the Shade Room trying to defend. That's the one thing I did see on the Shade Room a lot is black women trying to defend DaBaby. And it's like, how? Like, I can't even call you sis. How? I feel like nobody should be shocked when brands decide to remove themselves for you, because you got to understand, like, DaBaby basically is making a personal statement about his entity, about his brand, DaBaby. And it's kind of like all of the brands and artists who've ever worked with him would be co-signing. For example, when R. Kelly and Bill Cosby and all of these people came out with their certain discrepancies, it's like the public wanted everybody who ever made a song with Chris Brown, everybody who ever worked with Bill Cosby, everybody who ever worked with R. Kelly. They wanted people to stop playing R. Kelly songs to basically prove that they weren't supporting what those actors and celebrities stood for. So I don't get why people are confused as to why big brands and festivals and well-known names are disassociating themselves with this moment right now. What kills me the most is that people are honestly trying to make this a racial thing. Like, because he's black and he made a mistake, that doesn't give the right for all of these white people to make money off of them whenever it suits them. First of all, no offense, DaBaby, all offense. You knew whenever these people reached out to you and or your team what they were calling you for, and you accepted it. So why is it a problem now once they're done with you? Y'all should know, and I'm not even in the industry, but you should know how the industry works. Like, you didn't feel that they were using you as a black man in the beginning, so why do you feel that way now? And I'm not saying that he's entirely wrong. I'm just saying don't deflect from what's actually going on to make it about something else that has a little bit of nothing to do with your current situation. Does it happen? Yes. Is this what's happening right now in your case? I don't think so. What you said was so uncomfortable and just unnecessary that, yeah, I could see someone saying, no, I don't really want to deal with him anymore. I don't want my name associated with him. At some extent, you're asking these brands, you're asking like all of these artists to basically lose money themselves potentially by associating themselves with you. I just didn't see that. And I know personally everyone's tired of the whole DaBaby argument, sis. I know I am. Child, I was on AliExpress and I bought some new brushes, y'all, and they're actually really bomb. So I'll leave them linked below. These are the brushes that I'm going to be using today. They're super soft. They're not even shedding. So going in with my eyes, I'm going to be using this really dirty palette. This is the Proverbs in the Pudding palette. And usually I use like the same color every time. So that is why we're going in with that. First things first, I'm going to take my Nars Concealer and I'm going to go ahead and conceal my eyelids. This I don't do every time, but this honestly just makes the products that I'm using kind of pop against my chocolate skin. So I'm gonna blend this out with a little shader brush. Y'all, I have been watching Real Housewives of Potomac and I feel like I'm so late. I don't know when it came out, 2008, 2010, I don't know. All I know is I'm addicted. I'm like in the middle of season 4 right now, and oh my god, I've been trying to catch up because I know that it's like showing live on TV right now, and I'm just seeing all the posts because I follow them now on Instagram and just seeing them like post on the Shade Room about it, sis. Apparently Nicki Minaj is supposed to be hosting the reunion, so yeah, I gotta catch up. Karen is my favorite right now. Karen is my favorite in general, sis. Like Karen literally keeps me going on the show. I love her story. I feel like even though she's extra AF, she's super genuine, and I just love that. My next favorite is going to be Monique, but apparently they told me to wait and hold my breath on Monique because she does something kind of crazy. She is off the show now. She's not on the current season, but I think she left the end of season 5. So I done seen some like clips of Monique or whatever with that with the binder. So I'm ready. Real Housewives of Potomac is definitely that show. Apparently there are other housewife shows as well, which I knew about. I just wasn't interested in any of them besides like Atlanta, you know. But yes, Potomac is lit. I honestly, you know, I'm one of those people, when I like a show or a movie, I research the mess out of it. So I've looked up so many places around Maryland and just seeing how far it is from Howard and stuff like that. I love that show. I will say though, one of my least favorite storylines is going to be Ashley. I really just don't like Ashley. I don't know. I always skip through her and Michael's situations because I feel like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see that. And then honestly, I feel like their whole marriage is a facade. I know, fast forwarding to today's time, she actually has kids by Michael. But just being new to the show and like hearing their story and just seeing how everything unfolded. Ooh, child. I'm going to go in with this shade down here that's called Warm Cocoa. It's like the perfect burnt orange but with an undertone of brown. It's gorgeous. It looks so great, in my opinion, on any skin tone. And when I got this palette, even though it's like named after Thanksgiving, it is literally perfect for year round. And I just take my time and I pack this color kind of in like an oval motion. I've been paying attention to how I lay my eyeshadow because I feel like instead of just applying it messily all over the lid, when you actually are distinct about where you apply it, it looks a lot better. Once I've packed that on, I'm gonna take the same brush that we used, dip it back into that cocoa color, and then kind of like softly blend out the edges. Alright, so if you guys did not know, I came out with my very own lashes and I'm going to be wearing these today. I'm going to be wearing Yvette's stacked, so I'll include a close-up of these super gorgeous lashes. I'm going to go ahead and apply my liner and my mascara off camera as well as some of my lashes, and then I'll be right back. So now I've got my lashes on, shop MissErinYvette. And now we're going to go into our face because I'm low-key tired of doing my makeup. Is that weird? And I'm so mad, y'all. In the last video, lately I've been doing my makeup so bomb because I use a fan. How about my freaking fan broke literally right after I said that I was going to keep that in my routine. So now I need to purchase another one. One of these. This is ghetto. Whatever. The point is you gotta let your concealer dry, sis. And then I'm gonna go in with one of these. And I'll blend it all out. Honestly, I would let it sit a little bit more, but I'm impatient AF, so we're just going to... Now to highlight, I'm going to be going in with my Nars again, and I'm just going to take the slightest amount because I don't want it to be too bright today, which is a little weird, a little out of the norm. If you guys have been following me for a minute, y'all know I literally live. Did I really do all of this shit and I didn't even put on my foundation and y'all just gonna sit here and let me do this shit? Oh my god. Okay. I'm like, something's different today. When I go on my foundation, y'all, I have not done my makeup in so long. Do not judge me. We're gonna go in with like 2.5 little squirts because clearly we really don't even need foundation, but we're gonna be using foundation today. And I'm like, something is off, something is different. Just focusing this around my mouth, where basically everywhere where that color corrector was. You do not want to walk outside with no orange on your faces. Really what made me notice it is that I just put that on my nose and there's no product there besides concealer, and I'm like, whoa there. On my neck, because my face is a little bit darker than my neck, and so this foundation, once it oxidizes, my neck is super light compared to my face. You guys can see it happening now probably. So I just like to make sure that everything is similar. So now I'm just lightly tapping in my highlighter and I'm blending it down. You guys know my trick. I don't really like to go into the middle. I like to flare out the edges. Tap and flare. And so the most product should be right where we applied it in that inner corner, and that's just going to give us that highlight effect. Now because I forgot to go in with foundation, it's not really giving me what I wanted, right? So we are going to be baking a little bit today, just a teeny weeny. My camera died, y'all, sorry. I went ahead and started baking, and I'll leave down below the products that I use. If you're an OG, it's the same thing as always. I can't be the only lactose intolerant person who loves cheese. This is baking on my face. I'm doing a light little bake, nothing serious. We're going to go ahead and set the rest of our face as well. This is the same powder I actually used to bake, and this is the Milk Makeup Loose Powder. I do like that this foundation is pretty much like matte though. So I honestly don't even go in with powder for the most part, but for the sake of this video, that's what we're going to do. So for my bronzer, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. Y'all are my people, so I have to talk to y'all, right? I haven't left my house in like a week. Today I left my house, and today's my first day back in the lab filming. And I've seen spider webs on my doorknob and in my office. And I'm like, dang, has it really been that long since I left my house? We'll take this one. And I like to blend them on my nose. Excuse me. It just gives me like the perfect nose contour. That same brush that we used earlier, and I'm going to go back in that same color that we used on our lid. I like to take it on the lower lash line as well. I'm going to take my brush that I use. I got this brush in the same AliExpress kit. You guys, these brushes are bomb. Like, I low-key want to buy another set, and I'm more than positive these were less than $5. So what? I hate washing my makeup brushes, and so I just went ahead and bought some more because I didn't want to wash the ones I already had. And I'm taking my all-time favorite. This is by Milani. Y'all know I love this blush. I'm going to go in with my cheeks. There's really no form or fashion. So I like to apply it with this brush. And then I want to go in with another brush to make sure that it's all blended in. And then I go in and pat this into my skin. Alrighty guys, so here is my outfit for the day. I don't know if I like this top. It's low-key choking me, but I feel like I look really pretty. So I'm about to go in with my lips. I really just went in with a lip pencil. The lip pencil that I used today is a House Laboratories eye pencil. You guys know I love using their eye pencils on my lips because they're super smooth. I went and spoiled myself a couple weeks ago, and I've been using this pretty much every freaking day that I wear makeup. And this is something that I keep in my purse because I only wear this when I want to feel cute, when I want to feel special. This was my first Luxe high-end makeup product. When I say high-end, I mean like luxury, like an actual brand. So this is from Dior Beauty. This is in the shade 354. Dior's A Light, I guess. And it's just really, really gorgeous, y'all. The packaging of this is gorgeous. I can't even lie. I included this because if you've been thinking about trying a high-end luxury product and just treating yourself, I highly suggest it. I literally bought this and I bought perfume to go with it. And on days where I need that extra oomph of I'm a bad bitch, this really hypes me up. This is really gorgeous on top of other colors like my favorite liquid lipstick and things like that. But honestly, sis, because she's kind of on the pricier side, I like to make sure that people actually see the truest form of itself. So I do wear this by itself quite a bit with the liner. It's just gorgeous. I did go in with the highlighter. My camera died again. Sorry, guys. So the highlighter that I went in with is the Lancome. This is their dual highlighter in luminous gold. It's one of their oldies, but one of my absolute favorite highlighters. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. This is basically how I get my go-to glam